Kramer.
Kramer. Who's that?
That's us.
That's right. Want to see?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Wow!
Scenes from Kramer versus Kramer, Apocalypse Now, and all that jazz. The three movies with the most Oscar nominations this year, 26 Academy Award nominations among those three pictures, and the Academy Awards are the subject this time on sneak previews. Across the aisle from me, Roger Ebert, film critic of the Chicago Sun-Times.
And this is Gene Siskel, film critic of the Chicago Tribune. Well, here we go again with our annual Academy Awards program, the sneak preview survey of the nominees in each of the top 5 categories. For Best Picture, for Best Actor and Actress, and for Best Supporting Actor and Actress. We're going to show you all the nominees, speculate on who the winners might be, and also take a look at scenes from the 3 nominees for Best Animation. But first, Gene starts with the nominations for Best Actress.
As the movies continue to pay more and more attention to women, it's interesting to note that the performances nominated in the Best Actress category have been getting better and better each year. The 5 nominated roles this year all have one thing in common. They're about very strong women, all faced with problems, and virtually all of the women are able to solve their problems. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Actress, beginning with a 2-time Oscar winner.
Was Jack O'Dell emotionally disturbed? Was he a disturbed man? Did he have reason tonight to be disturbed?
I don't know.
Mr. Gibson said he was drinking. Is it true?
Jane Fonda, a TV reporter hot on the trail of a nuclear accident cover-up in the China Syndrome.
Look, in the old days, I'd have already been calling my girlfriends to tell them about you. So don't feel bad.
Jill Clayburgh, recently divorced and a little bit scared of getting involved again in starting over.
Honey Webster? Honey Webster, I remember you.
Sally Field, a simple Southern girl transformed into a feisty labor organizer in Norma Ray.
I have terrific animal instincts. I know when my life is about to be threatened.
Marsha Mason, threatened because her husband James Caan can't forget his first wife in Chapter 2. And the last nominee, Bette Midler, a rock singer with a consuming need to be loved and admired in The Rose. Now, at this point, I feel like I should ask for the envelope, but all we can do on this show is make guesses about the likely winner, so let's consider their chances one by one. First, Jane Fonda. Well, to me, I think she had a minor role in the China Syndrome. The accident was more important. Jill Clayburgh, merely pleasant, I think, in her performance in Starting Over. Marsha Mason, just one nice 5-minute screaming scene in Chapter 2. Bette Midler, don't count her out entirely. She did the most work of any of these actresses, singing and acting in her first screen performance. But the sentiment in Hollywood seems to be clearly for Sally Field, the young actress who has sure come a long way since her days as the flying nun on TV in the 60s. I think Academy voters really like her spunk in person and the kind of spunk she displays in this scene from Norma Ray, where she argues with her husband, Beau Bridges, about her responsibilities as a wife and as a union organizer.
I got 100 calls to make tonight.
Is that going on our phone bill?
You can take it out of my paycheck, right?
Man, milk is sour.
I didn't have a chance to get to the market.
Well, you didn't have the chance to get to the market, did you? And you didn't get to the washing, and you didn't get to the kids, and you didn't get to me.
Is that right?
That's right, that's right. Damn TV dinners, kids going around in dirty jeans. I'm going around, without, altogether.
You want cookies? You got cookies. You want laundry? You got laundry. You want ironing? You got ironing.
Sally Field, who looks like she's the overwhelming favorite among Academy voters. I think, just like the public, they like seeing this little actress act like a big, strong woman.
Right.
If there is a dark horse, it's the woman who I would vote for if I had a vote, and I don't have one. The vote would go to Bette Midler, because I think she just had more to do in that role, and she did it marvelous, singing and acting.
I think we're in agreement about Field and about Midler. I think Sally Field is the front runner, and that Bette Midler might have a real good chance. This was her first acting performance in a movie. She not only acts, she sings, but not as Bette Midler. She sings as the character, so she's acting at all times, and it's a heck of a performance. And you know, Sally Field has been the front runner in this category for a long time, ever since way last May at the Cannes Film Festival. She won the Best Actress Award for this same performance, which is a great performance, but she's been the front runner for months and months, and maybe it's almost like presidential politics. When you're the front runner for so long, well, the front runner stumbles. Maybe voters, when they finally get to their ballots, are going to have had Sally Field on the mind for so long that they'll just vote for Bette Midler to break the monotony. I don't know. I still think probably that Sally Field is the front runner and the one that I would predict for Best Actress. And they say that getting an Oscar for Best Actor guarantees the winner at least $1 million salary for his next picture, which would be a big deal if most of this year's nominees weren't already in the upper income tax brackets. This is usually a category that's really hard to predict. The competition is fierce and close, but this year there is one clear front runner. But before we single him out, let's look at all 5 nominees for Best Actor.
There may be a defect in the power support structure.
I got a
Wait a minute, listen.
I got my orders.
There was a vibration.
Jack Lemmon as a safety-conscious nuclear engineer in The China Syndrome.
Winning is everything.
Al Pacino as an overworked and hassled criminal lawyer fighting the system in And Justice for All.
In a garden, growth has its season.
Peter Sellers as a simple gardener whose innocent statements are taken as brilliant insights in Being There.
I don't care what the other mothers do, Billy. We made a deal.
Dustin Hoffman as a father left to raise a son all by himself in Kramer versus Kramer.
I feel like I could die. Bye-bye your life goodbye. Bye-bye my life goodbye.
And Roy Scheider is a self-destructive Broadway director in the very serious musical All That Jazz. Now, my usual procedure when I try to predict the Oscar winners is to use a process of elimination, just like Jean did for the Best Actress. It's really very simple. If you can figure out why 4 of the nominees can't win, then the 5th nominee obviously becomes the favorite. It's a very subtle process. This year, though, there's overwhelming agreement in Hollywood and all through the movie industry that the front runner by a mile is Dustin Hoffman for Kramer versus Kramer, and Hoffman is also my prediction, too. Here he is with young Justin Henry trying to figure out how to make breakfast.
When is Mommy coming back?
Soon, very soon. But come on now, you and I are going to have some breakfast, okay? Just you and me. Okay, what do you want for breakfast?
Some French toast.
French toast. You want the French toast you got. Just put up a little water for Daddy, have some coffee. And we got how many eggs? 2 for you and 2 for me.
Yep.
We got milk. We got butter. We got $5. I got $5 here. You sit here. Okay, and you'll be my #1 helper. Okay, now watch this. One-handed. Here we go. Did you know that all the best chefs are men? I bet you didn't know that, did you? Isn't this terrific? This is terrific. We got to do this more often.
You got some shell in there.
They have a great rapport all the way through that film. And everything I hear indicates Dustin Hoffman will win the Oscar for Best Actor. And look at the earlier awards he's won. He won the New York Film Critics, the Los Angeles Film Critics, National Society of Film Critics, the Golden Globe Award. All of those preliminary awards, I think he's going to march right on through and take the Academy Award.
There seems to be a real steamroller for Dustin Hoffman, and if he gets the award for this performance, I think it'll really be an award for his entire distinguished career. He's been great since the late 60s, all throughout the 70s, and I think Oscar voters are really going to say this time, we give it to you for your whole career as well as this fine performance, and that'll be recompense for the time that he got rooked back in 1969, I think, for Ratso Rizzo, Midnight Cowboy, a great performance. But then the Academy gave another actor a career award, John Wayne in True Grit. So Hoffman gets it now for this performance and for the career.
And I think he can be very proud of this performance.
Yes.
It's a great performance, and he really runs the range of emotions from silence through tenderness all the way through to pure rage and anger. It's perfectly modulated. He's right on the money in every scene. It's a real good performance. So not only do I predict that he's going to win for Kramer versus Kramer, but I would also prefer that, too.
I'm right with you.